What do you think? Is it a cave? Don't see critters in there, do you? So I have a new permission. Unfortunately, the owner tells me that this has been detected a number of times. So if you look right here, that's the foundation, and there's a lot of iron. Not too many squeakers though, but if you look down the hill, this is where I got that little piece of brass. Copper, I guess, copper alloy right here. And there's a lot of pottery down here, and it's loaded with iron. Got some nice blue feather edge. That dates to 1700s, late 1700s, early 1800s. You can see there's other kinds of pretty pottery down here, or ceramics, like that. This is called redware. It was a very common and kind of inexpensive type of pottery for different type of vessels. Look at that massive oyster shell. I always tell you guys, in this area, well, where I'm at, the lower Shenandoah Valley, when you find oyster shells like this means you're probably on an old home site, like 1700s to mid 1800s, or sometimes Civil War campsites too will have these. So that looks like something coppery or brassy. You can see the hole I dug to get to it. There's a lot of pottery and stuff, so this is probably a piece of a dump. I reckon this is going to be like that other thing we found. Yeah, it's almost identical, isn't it? It is another big piece of coppery thing. I don't know what it goes to. I'm going to say a lantern, but it's just as likely something else. Alrighty, we'll keep looking. Lots of nice iron in here and little pieces of brick and pottery. This is a groundhog hole where I was just showing you some pottery and stuff. I happen to look over here. Look at this. This is weird. Back in the bushes, it looks like somebody might have thrown this in here not long ago. I mean, hardly has been rained on. I don't know why it'd be on the surface. Some more oyster shells, but yeah, that was dug up not too long ago. Maybe the groundhog did it, because I haven't seen any dig holes or any place in here that people have been looking for bottles. That's just a little weird. Kind of like me. I see some bones. Is it human? Look at that. This is a big old piece of lead. I'm not sure what it might go to. It's not melted. It's kind of weird. Don't have a clue really. I guess it's lead. It's either lead or like pewter or something. So I have a great little find here. I didn't get you out because there's so many roots here. It just takes you forever to dig the hole. But this is a little bell. Like a little type of bell you might put on a goat or another type of animal to ding-a-ling-ling when he walks around. That's pretty cool right there. Nice big old heavy piece of brass. Wow. Now I'm just about ready to give up on this place, but I'll look around just a little bit longer. So I'm not going to show you a lot of these, but I did want to show you at least one. Now this is a fired modern bullet. That's a copper jacket. Probably got a lead core. Been digging quite a few, but you only get to see one. Lucky devils. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. But the only thing I found that you didn't see is a couple rifle casings that made a good signal, but they're junk. I think if it wasn't so grown up, we might do better, and I think if it hadn't been hunted already, we might do better. As you can see, most of his property that's in fields is really too grown up to go in, but he does have a nice big old woods that we can check out. Now, I don't know if anything's ever been found in it, but we can wander around for a while. Hopefully it's not too grown up yet. So I just wanted to show you this. There's a nice little stream that flows through the property, so I was hoping that maybe somewhere up on the banks or maybe up in the woods, which is that direction, we might find an old colonial home site that has not been discovered, or maybe even a Civil War camp, but we haven't found one yet. So that's kind of pretty. Those are all dandelions. Well, you can eat them actually when they're not too big, you know, the leaves especially. Pretty. By the way, this little field of dried up plants is actually gypsum weed. I think you eat the seeds or something like that. It makes you really high and then really dead. So don't eat gypsum weed. when I was a kid, my dad worked for the Job Corps, and the guys at the Job Corps would always get into gypsum weed. Like every year, a new batch would get into them, and they'd haul them off to the hospital. I don't think anyone ever died, but it was pretty much an annual event for old pops to have to deal with. So this is kind of a neat little hole in the tree. If I was a wee person, I could probably get in there in a rainstorm and stay dry. What do you think? Is it a cave? Don't see critters in there, do you? That's pretty neat. So far, this is all I've dug in the woods. It's a complete cartridge. Kind of a small caliber. I'm not exactly sure what it is. We'll clean it up a little bit, clean off the bottom. I'll get you a picture. I can honestly say I'm almost finished digging today. I've been working this woods for a good couple hours now, and there's just like almost no targets except a little bit of scattered iron, but it's probably just fence wire. Well, that's it for me. We're going to head on out of here. This is the only other thing I found. It's my camera thing. Only other thing I found right here, which is I guess it's a halter for a horse, and I'll show you a little bit of up close action on it. This is just like a little halter that you would lead the horses around with, but that's the kind of stuff we find in the field that we say is horse tack. Guys, I'm out of here. Let's see you on the next one, I hope.
In her dirt or deep in her creek, Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care